Peptides, labeling, storage, and reconstitution. This is a vial of a peptide. I'm going to pop the lid off. In the past, I was using a Sharpie and writing on the glass, but then sometimes it rubs off the glass. And so then I switched to writing on the metal part of the top, and that works better, but the label's nice. Then I've got BAC water here, or any kind of water. This is just sterile water, so any kind of pure, clean water. A different type of water used will determine the shelf life after reconstitution, but we'll get into that later. I'm just using regular, sterile, clean water made for injection. This is a small insulin needle. It's only 31 gauge, 5/8 inch, very tiny. And I could pop the top off the water, or I'm just gonna actually puncture it right through the plastic that I've disinfected, because then I can keep reusing this same vial of sterile water over the next couple days. And problem with that is that there's no air inside, so it takes a little bit longer. If I would have popped the top off, there would have been air, so it wouldn't have had a vacuum. So refilling. I'm going to do 1 ml of water. Some people do 2 ml, but very few peptides in my experience require more dilution than 1 ml. So I just stick with the minimum. And it makes it really easy to do the math. And it's always nice to clean the top of the vial also, the rubber vial, but look at that, I've gotten a little bit sloppy because I just do this so much. And I'm putting the water in very slowly because I don't want to damage the peptide. It's actually a vacuum, so it's sucking the water in itself, but I just speed it up just a little bit. And then because there's a vacuum, there's negative pressure inside, I'm going to have to add some air to it in order to withdraw the reconstituted peptide. So I'm going to do it like this. Equalize the pressure. Now if I put more pressure in, that's fine, it'll mix even faster. The risk then is when I withdraw the needle, it could squirt the peptide out because of positive pressure inside. And I just swirl it. I'm not shaking it, I just swirl it. And it's already mixed. And some of the peptides take a lot longer to mix. You gotta let them sit or swirl for a while, and some instantly mix, like this almost instantly mixed. And because I only put 1 ml of water, then I know that 10 on the insulin needle is 10% of the total amount of milligrams of active ingredient in the peptide. So it's really easy math. If this, for example, was a 10 unit vial of growth hormone, then to the 10 mark would be 1/10 of 10 IU, which is 1 IU. So to the 5 mark would be 5 IU. But this is an insulin needle, so when it says 100, that means 100 units of insulin. That has nothing to do with the peptide concentration or peptide dosage. So I instead use the 100 to mean 100%, because I put 1 ml of water. That means if I injected up to the 100 mark, I would be injecting 100% of the total amount of milligrams of active ingredient. If I were to inject 20, then that's 20%. So see how easy that math would be? So for, let's say if this was growth hormone, and I'm gonna do it pre-workout, and I'm gonna do 3 units, that's 30% of 10 units. So to the 30 mark, right there, 3 units of growth hormone. Now because there's positive pressure inside, I'm not going to withdraw the needle while it's upside down, or it'll squirt some out. I'm going to turn it back over and then withdraw the needle. And I'm not going to go to the gym now, so